Hello boys and girls, we're working on lesson 103 in our Saxon math book, and the first thing we're going to do is to draw a 2.5 inch line segment. So I go to my inches side of the ruler, I go 2, and then halfway between the 2 and the 3 would be that longest tick mark, and I'm going to do my end point. It says measure it in millimeters. So I have 60, if you'll notice 6, it's past the 6. Now I just need to count these tick marks, so that would be 60 something. So what I have noticed, it is somewhere between that 63 and 64 millimeters mark. So just to be safe, I'm going to write 64 millimeters. Draw a line segment 2 inches longer. So 2.5 plus 2 more would be 4.5. 4.5, halfway between that 4 and 5. Put my end point, so it'd be 4.5 inches. Each of the 6 girls used 7 blocks. So there's that each. It tells me to multiply or divide. There's 6 girls, 7 blocks. Each of the 5 boys, 8 books. How many books did the girls use? 6 times 7. How many did the boys use? 5 times 8. 6 times 7 would be 42. 5 times 8 equals 40. If you do not know that, draw yourself a bar model or an array. How many books do they use all together? We're going to add here. So 42 plus 40, and hopefully we can do that mentally because there's no regrouping. So 4 tens plus 4 tens would make 8 tens and 2 ones. Show quarter past 2. What does a quarter mean? Well, let's think of quarters. How many quarters are in a dollar? 4. So we're looking for 1/4 of this clock. So if I was to make an invisible line to cut this into quarters, it would look something like this, right? Half of a half. And so a quarter past would be pointing to the 3. And it's past 2. So my hour hand is going to be slightly past that 2. So my answer would be 2, 5, 10, 15. Show a quarter past 7. So once again, a quarter would be pointing to 3. My hour hand would be slightly past 7. So it would be 7:15. Draw a rectangle that has a length of 30 millimeters and the width of 15 millimeters. So I go to the metric side of my ruler, and I'm going to have to change the direction of mine just because I don't have, oh, I do have plenty of room. Okay, so I need to do 15 as my width, 30, which would be 3 centimeters, 15 centimeters. Okay, so I need to label. "15 millimeters, 15 millimeters. What would the perimeter be? Well, 30 plus 30, 15 plus 15. 15 plus 15 equals 30. So I can skip count by threes. 3, 6, 9, 10s. 90 millimeters. I have $9,000 bills, 3 $1, $700, 6 pennies, and 2 dimes. How much do I have? Well, I have 9 thousands, 7 hundreds, no tens, 3 ones, dimes are tens, so 2 dimes, and 6 pennies. So 9,703 and 26 cents. Find the difference. 592 subtracting 48. I cannot take 8 away from 2, so I'm going to regroup. I'll borrow from the tens place and give it to the ones place. 12 minus 8 would be 4. 8 minus 4 is 4. And 5 minus nothing is 5. 544. 451, take away 230. And here we have no regrouping, so I could have actually done this mentally. We have a 1 in the hundreds place. A 5 minus 3 would be a 2 in the tens place, and a 2 in the hundreds place, so 221. 367 minus 258. Once again, I am going to have to regroup, so because 8 cannot be subtracted from 7, and I'm going to make this 17 because I took a 10 and I gave it to the ones place. 17 minus 8 would be 9. 5 minus 5 is 0. 3 minus 2 is 1, so my answer is 109. And that concludes today's lesson.